Dacă îți mai aduci bine aminte, Boris Nemțov a fost asasinat chiar pe trotuarul din fața Kremlinului într-o operațiune care a șocat în acea seară de februarie multe capitale ale lumii. Acum, după 7 ani, 3 echipe de jurnaliști de investigație de la BBC Insider și legat au dezvăluit ceva și mai șocant. În Rusia lui Putin nimic nu este întâmplător, dar mai întâi a fost Nemțov. Uite de ce.
The Russian people are getting used to a new force in their country's politics, the Deputy Prime Minister Boris Nemțov.
Boris Nemțov was the star politician of his generation. He burst onto the scene in the 1990s and seemed to embody the hope shared by millions of Russians that a prosperous and democratic country might emerge from the collapse of the Soviet Union.
Я вообще убежден, что процветание в стране наступит тогда, когда новое поколение, которое при Горбачеве, может быть, родилось, вот когда эти люди придут к власти, тогда будет настоящий расцвет.
By 1997, still in his 30s, he was deputy prime minister. Some believed he would one day be Russia's president. Instead, the country took a different course. Pushed to the margins of Russian politics, Nemțov became the most vocal critic of Putin's rule. In February 2015, he told a reporter that his mother, who was then 86 years old, had repeatedly warned him, "When will you stop criticizing Putin? He'll kill you." 17 days later, unknown assassins shot Boris Nemțov 4 times in the back. He died at the scene.
Jurnaliștii au probat în premieră că Nemțov, omul care se opunea anexării Crimeei și care vorbea încă de atunci despre gândul lui Putin de a invada Ucraina, a fost urmărit de FSB, deci de statul rus. Este prima dovadă în acest sens.
In the year running up to his murder, Boris Nemțov was being shadowed by a government agent linked to a secret assassination squad. According to his documents, the man's name is Valery Sukharev, and all the evidence indicates he serves with the FSB. Sukharev has no public profile, and as far as we can tell, was unknown to Nemțov. But when we got hold of the train and flight reservations Sukharev made that year and checked them against the known movements of Nemțov, an unmistakable pattern emerged. We've reconstructed Nemțov's movements by cross-referencing his travel booking data against his phone records and his social media posts. Most of these trips took him from Moscow, where he lived, to Yaroslavl, where he sat in the regional parliament. According to the booking data we obtained, these are the journeys taken by Boris Nemțov in the year running up to his murder. And these are the trips made by FSB agent Valery Sukharev. Sukharev made 15 round trips. On 13 of these journeys, he was shadowing Boris Nemțov, including on a round trip from Moscow just 10 days before Nemțov was killed.
Și asta nu este tot. Agentul FSB care l-a urmărit pe Nemțov l-a spionat și pe un apropiat al acestuia, Vladimir Karac-Murza, care a fost de 2 ori otrăvit, de 2 ori a fost în comă și de 2 ori a scăpat cu viață. Punând mâna pe baza de date magistrală a rușilor, scoasă la vânzare pe piața neagră, jurnaliștii au mai descoperit ceva. Același agent FSB care umbla după Nemțov a fost în contact direct și cu gruparea de asasini care l-a otrăvit pe Navalny cu Novichok.
Bellingcat established that back in 2017, Navalny had been tailed during his election campaign by an FSB team that included, once again, Valery Sukharev. Sukharev was not part of the ground team that followed Navalny across Russia 3 years later, in the weeks leading up to the attempted assassination. But he was in phone contact with at least 4 members of that team, as well as with an FSB officer further up the chain of command. Phone logs reveal that in the months immediately before the poisoning, Sukharev exchanged almost 150 phone calls or texts with those 5 members of the Navalny assassination squad. The attempted murder of Alexei Navalny, in combination with his own poisoning, brought Vladimir Kara-Murza to a shocking conclusion.
In the 21st century, in a European country, there's a professional squad of assassins in the employment of the state whose job it is to murder, physically eliminate political opponents of the government. This is our reality in Russia under Vladimir Putin.
Now, this investigation has revealed that a man deeply connected to that assassination squad, and perhaps in the case of Navalny, among those coordinating it, was tracking Boris Nemțov across Russia in the months, weeks, and days leading up to his death.